Hello my dear students, this is Akash HD. Welcome to the ASG Physics classes. Hope so you all are doing really great. So students, in this video we are going to see the cases of average speed and average velocity. To understand this video, you should know the two things. First one, average speed, that means total distance by total time taken, and second one, average velocity, that means total displacement by total time taken. If you know these two things, you are ready to understand this video. So students, here under this we are going to see here the first case, and first case very important. Let an object travels first half of the distance with speed v1 and second half of the distance with speed v2, then its average speed can be calculated as. Remember the keyword here students, first half of the distance and the second half of the distance. Okay, so now what we can write here students, just let me write here. Let's take object has started its journey from A and till point B, the first half of the distance, and after that at point C, second half of the distance. How can I tell this students? So let's take here, let's take the total distance from A to C is the D. Okay, then students, A to B you can see very well, first half of the distance means how much? D by 2, and B to C students, yes, guess please, second half of the distance, that means how much here? D by 2. Okay, and let's take when it is traveling A to B, the speed is v1, uniform speed. Okay, and after crossing B, its uniform speed is how much here? v2. Okay, now students, in this situation, if we want to write here the average speed, so remember that here students, this average speed, no, this average speed, that means it is given by V average is equal to total distance by total time taken, is it? So A to C students, total distance how much here? D, is it? Time taken, that means A to B plus B to C, is it? Now remember that here, if we see here, time taken to move from A to B is given by C. The time taken to move from A to B is given by here. Now we can write the distance, that means D by 2 by V1, is it? Similarly, time taken to move from B to C is given by here students, D by 2 by V2, is it? This value we will just put here, is it? So students, here what we can write here, see here, this V average is given by this is D, and TAB means D by 2 V1, is it? D by 2 V1 plus DBC means TBC means D by 2 V2, is it? So you can see very well, this is the basic, okay. After that we are just going to simplify this. So what we can write here, see here we can write here students, here this V average is given by what? This is D, is it? And I will take here this D by 2 common, that means we can write here what? 1 by V1 plus 1 by V2, is it? Now after that, what are the things we can cancel out here? This D and D cancelled out, okay students. So here students, when we'll simplify this here, what we can tell here students, this 1 by V1 plus 1 by V2 can go this side, is it? And we can write here, see, let me simplify this here. This V average is equal to 2 will go up, that means 2, and here 1 by V1 plus 1 by V2, is it? Let's simplify this. After that, what will become here, see, very important, 2 by V average is equal to 1 by V1 plus 1 by V2. This is the general formula, okay? This is the general formula, you have to remember that. If in case we will simplify this, then this V average will come here, you know very well, 2 V1 V2 by V1 plus V2, okay? This is the general formula when first half of the distance is there and second half of the distance is there, okay? If in case students, if we talk about here for 3 parts, how many parts students? For 3 parts, So for the 3 parts, what is this? Let's take for example, if I will take here, see, this is point A and I have taken point B, then I have taken point C, and let's take somewhere I have taken here point B, okay? And let's take it again, general part, this is the D, no? Total distance D. So this is how much here? D by 3. This is how much here students? D by 3. This is how much is there students? D by 3, okay? So if this kind of situation arises, okay? So here what will happen that here, you know very well, just guess what the formula will become here students is here. This is given by the 3 by V average is equal to, very important, 1 by V1 plus 1 by V2 plus 1 by V3. If in case 4 parts, then 4 by V average is equal to 1 by V1 plus 1 by V2 plus 1 by V3 plus 1 by V4. Like this it will go ahead, okay? And if I will take here the LCM, because sometimes we do the mistake here. So 3 by V average. Here LCM, see here. V1, V2, V3. Here V2, V3 plus here how much here? V1, V3 plus here how much here? V2, V1. Is it? So students, when we will simplify this here, what it will come here? We can write here, see, V average is equal to 3 V1, V2, V3 by, yes, V1, V2, symmetrical way, V2, V3 plus V3, V1. Is it? So this thing you have to remember that here, and especially this formula for the 3 parts. For 3 parts, okay? So you know the formula for the 2 parts, that means 2 by V average equal to 1 by V1 plus 1 by V2. For 3 parts, 3 by V average equal to 1 by V1 plus 1 by V2 plus 1 by V3, okay? If in case n parts means n by V average equal to 1 by V1 plus 1 by V2 plus 1 by V3 dot 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 plus 1 by Vn. Is it, students? So I hope so this case you have understood very well, very, very important, okay? Now students, after that, if we'll see here the one special case. So under the special case, we can see very well, see here, special case, let an object travels A to B with speed V1 and B to A with speed V2, then its average speed and average velocity can be calculated as, okay? So if you will use here the little bit basics here, this is the A, students, this is the B. First object is going A to B with speed V1, then going B to A with speed V2, okay? And let's take, for example, if in case I have taken here this total distance d by 2, for example, now just to connect with the previous one. So d by 2 going, d by 2 coming, is it? So in this situation, what will be the total distance again? How much here? D, okay? So what will happen that, students? If I write here the average speed means what? Total distance, that means again total distance d by 2 plus d by 2, d, and the time taken to move from A to B and time taken to move from B to A, is it? And you know what will happen that here? D and again d by 2 by V1, is it? Plus d by 2 by V2, this will be the V average, is it, students? So when you will simplify this, again same story will continue. What is this, students? 2 V1 V2 by V1 plus V2, is it? So here also you can use the same basic, okay? And remember that one more thing, if in case they ask average velocity, okay, students, what they ask, if in case they ask here the average velocity means displacement by time taken. So displacement means 0 and A to B plus B to A, because the starting and ending point is same. So here what will happen that here average velocity will be how much here? 0 meter per second. So in this situation, students, say average speed is this one, 2v1 v2 by v1 plus v2, and average velocity is the 0. Remember that here, okay? Similarly, if you talk about here the previous situation, here the object is traveling in a straight line without changing direction, then you know what will happen that here, students? This average speed will be equal to average velocity, because you know very well, when the object travels in a straight line without changing direction, then average speed and average velocity is equal, okay? So I hope so you have understood very well between case 1 and the special case, okay? Now students, will go for the case 2. Now very important, let's say, let an object travels with speed v1 for time t1 and then with speed v2 for time t2, then the average speed can be calculated as, okay? So now we are going to see in terms of time. This is A, this is B here, okay? And students, remember that here A to B, time taken is the t1, okay? And B to C, the time taken is how much here? t2. Here speed how much here, students? v1. Here speed how much is this? v2, is it? If I write here, just for the, let's take for example the time. No? So here if in case this is a t equal to 0, I am telling you here, okay? This will become here t equal to t1, and this will become here the what? T equal to t1 plus t2. I hope so you have understood very well. Here we have just represented here the timeline, but here A to B t1, B to C t2. So here what will happen that here, students? If I will write here the average speed, okay? Average speed is given by again the total distance by total time taken. So total distance means we can write here, see, d A to B plus do B to C by total time taken, that means t A to B plus t B to C, is it? Now students, we can write here A to B time, A to B distance, how much is there? See here, A to B, A to B. So here what will happen that here, see, this distance is given by DAB is equal to, distance equal to speed into time. That means V1 into T1. What is this? V1 T1. Similarly, if I talk about here in this journey, so B to C, how much is there students here? V2 into T2. Is it this thing? No? So we can write here, what is this students here? V1 T1 plus V2 T2 by time T1 plus T2. Okay. So students, this is the average speed. Average speed. If in case they are telling for the three parts, V1 T1 plus V2 T2 plus V3 T3 by T1 plus T2 plus T3. Remember that here in terms of time. Okay. Now students, one special case is there. Special case. Now what is the special case? Let's see. Special case. See. Let an object travels first half of the time, not a distance, first half of the time with speed V1 and second half of the time with speed V2, then its average speed can be calculated as. Now what is this? They are talking in terms of time. Okay. So we can write here students, see. This is A, this is B and this is C. Okay. And let's take what is this? The total time. Let's take here for example 2t. Total time how much here? 2t. So first half the time how much is there? T. I can write here T1 equal to T. Second half of the time means T2 equal to how much here? T. Okay. And again if I write here the timeline, it will become here T equal to 0. It will become here T equal to T and it will become how much here? T equal to 2t. Don't think so that T cancel when equal to 2. No. Okay. This is the T just represents the time. Okay. Just represents the time. Here time is 0. Here time is T. Here time is the 2t. Okay. So you know students, in this situation what will be there? This average speed is given by here A to B. A to B means again speed V1. B to C speed how much here? V2. So DAB means we can write here V1T. DBC means we can write here V2T. Total time T plus T students here 2T. Okay. So hence we can write here, very very important case, this is the average speed for first half of the time and second half of the equal time. It is given by, remember that here, V1 plus V2 by 2. Very very important. How much is this students here? V1 plus V2 by 2. Okay. If in case, if I write here the some special case here, na, special case. What is the special case? Let's take here, if I take in A, B, C, D. Okay. And let's take here time T, here time T, here time T. Instead of two parts, I have made the three parts. Okay. And if in case here what is this? Here is speed V1, here is speed V2, here is speed V3. If I take the timeline, here T equal to 0, T equal to T, T equal to 2T, T equal to 3T. Okay, just like a similar. So in this situation students, this average speed is given by, you know here, can you guess? V1 plus V2 plus V3 by 3. Okay, for this situation. Remember that here. Remember that here. Okay students, so I hope so. This special case is also very very clear to you. Remember that. Okay, great. Now students, we are going to solve here this JEE 2023 question, important for NEET also. So see here, a car travels a distance of x with speed v1, then same distance x with speed v2 in same direction. Then the average speed of the car is how much? You know very well. First half of the distance x, second half of the distance x, total distance 2x. Is it? So you know very well. This is the case 1. What is the answer is there students here? You know very well. This is the answer. Option D is there directly. They have asked in the JEE 2023. That's why I have told you this is a very very important cases we are discussing in this video. Okay. Now we'll see the students. NEET 2023 question is this, important for JEE. A vehicle travels first half of the distance with speed v and the remaining distance with speed 2v. Its average speed how much here? You know very well, if the first half of the distance it will travel, what will be left? Second half of the distance will be left. That only they are telling remaining distance. Okay. So students, here we can see here this v1, what they have given here, v. Okay. And if we talk about here the v2 in second half of the distance, how much they have given here? You can see here the 2v. 2v and here v, is it? So we can write here the 2v, is it? So students, in this situation, if I write here the average speed formula, again and again, average speed formula, na, first half of the distance, second half of the distance and all that. So see here, 2v1 v2, remember that directly, v1 plus v2. So 2 v1 how much is given here? V, v2 how much is given here? 2v by v plus 2v. Okay, so when you will simplify this, it will come here 4v square by 3v, is it? Now you can see very well, from this v, 1v will cancel out. What is the answer? 4v by 3. 4v by 3, which option is there? Option B, is it? So you can see very well the multiple times they are asking this kind of questions, is it? So have to understand very well. Now we'll see one more here, JEE 2023 question they have asked. See, a vehicle travels 4 km with a speed of 3 km per hour and another 4 km with a speed 5 km per hour. Then its average speed is how much here? So you can see very well, students, here. See, the first half of the distance we can tell 4 km and second half of the distance 4 km. Total distance 8 km, first half 4 km, second half also 4 km. Okay, so here also you have to analyze it very well. That means V1, what they have given here, students, see, 3 km per hour. How much here, students? 3 km per hour. And if I write here the V2, V2 how much came here? Again see here, this 5 km per hour. How much is there, students, here? The 5 km per hour. That means now the average speed, is it? Average speed here, not average velocity. Again, 2v1 v2 by v1 plus v2. Now, so again we'll write here, see, the 2 into v1, how much they have given here? 3 km per hour, everything. v2, how much they have given here? 5. And we can write here v1 plus v2, that means 3 plus 5, how much is this here? 8. Okay, so students, we can write here you can see here 2 4 ja 8, that means we can write here what is 5 3 ja 5 15 by 4 km per hour. 15 by 4 km per hour means, if we will simplify this more, like 4 3 ja 12, no? 4 3 ja 12, 3 will be there, 4 7 ja 28, and now when you will simplify this, it will come here 3.75 km per hour. Which option is correct? Is this option D is the correct answer. Okay, you can see very well how many times this question is repeating. Okay, great. Now students, next one we can see very well, JEE 2023 question is this. Now let's go through it. So question is, an object moves with speed v1, v2, v3 along a line segment AB, BC and CD respectively as shown in figure. Okay, where AB equal to BC, AD equal to 3AB, then average speed of the object will be how much here? Okay, student. So here, students, I can draw here the situation. Let's take the situation here. Let's take here, I have taken here. Okay, this one is this. Now what is this here, students, here? A, B, C, and let's take here up to this only. Now this not there. Now, so AB, BC, CD. So here what will happen that here, students, see, AB equal to BC. So let's take for example here, this is the D and this is also D, is it? And after that AD equal to 3AB. That means if this is D means total how much here? 3D. That means here how much here? D. You are getting what I am telling that here, students? AB equal to BC and AD equal to 3AB. That means AD equal to 3D, is it? That means we can tell here the total how much is this? The total is the 3D, is it? So here we can see here the first third of the distance, second third of the distance and third third of the distance, is it? So in this situation, students, which formula I have told you, remember very well, already I have told you, 3 by V average is equal to 1 by V1 plus 1 by V2 plus 1 by V3, is it? We have to, just like a bull's eye, we have to identify the situation. Okay, and what is the correct answer? You can see very well, already we have done that. 3v1 v2 v3 by v1 v2 plus v2 v3 plus v3 v1. Okay, great. Now students, JEE 2023 question, very important question. Even NEET exam also they have asked. See here, a horse rider covers covers half the distance with 5 meter per second speed. Okay, now after that, see, after that the question is changing somewhat. See, the remaining part of the distance was traveled with speed 10 meter per second for half the time and with speed 50 meter per second for other half of the time. The mean speed of the rider average over the whole time of motion is x by 7, then the value of x is how much? Okay, so depending upon the question, I will just do for you. See here, students, see, this is the, for example, A and this is B. Okay, and let's take this is C. So A to B, students, remember that here, this is the first half of the distance. I have taken anything you can take, D by 2, and second half of the distance, what is this? D by 2. Okay, so what is happening that here, students? The first half, half the distance with how much speed it has taken? 5 meter per second. So remember that here, this one here, this V1 is given here 5 meter per second. Okay. Now students, what is happening right here? This one, B to C, it is traveling in a half the time and half the time. So let's take somewhere I have taken here this point M. Okay. So B to M, let's take the time taken is T, and M to C also time taken is T. You can see very well. And what they are telling that you see, the remaining part of the distance was traveled with a speed 10 meter per second for half the time. Okay. So this one is students, let's take, I am writing a C, the V2, how much it is given here? You can see very well the 10 meter per second, 10 meter per second. Okay. And again, the second half of the time here is it. So here, this V3, what they have taken here, you can see very well here, see here, the 15 meter per second. Okay. 15 meter per second. Is it? So students, here the two situations will form here. First one is here, if I see the situation from B to C, where to where students here? B to C. So for B to C, you know very well here, first half of the time, second half of the time. Is it? So in this situation, students, if I write here the average, let's take here V2 dash, my average. What is the formula will become here? See, I have taught you very well. V2 plus V3 by 2. First half of the time, second half of the time, already I have taught you. Is it? Now, in a case 2, so V2 plus V3 by 2. This is 10 plus 15, that means 25 by 2. Now, 10 plus 15 by 2, how much here? 25 by 2, unit is what? Meter per second. So first we have done it from B to C. Is it, students? After that, what is happening right here? Again, if we will simplify this somewhat, this situation. So see here, please. Again, I am simplifying this situation is there. Okay. So what is happening right here? Let's take here, this is A, this is B, and this is C here. Is it? See here. A, B, C. Now B to C will be replaced by with this speed 25 by 2. B to C we are just going to replace. So see, A to B was how much here? D by 2. B to C how much is this? D by 2. Here what we have got here, this V1 we know very well, I think so 5 meter per second. Okay, so we'll write here 5 meter per second. But B to C we have simplified this, and what we have got here, students, here this I have taken here V2 dash. How much is this here? We have got the average. How much here? 25 by 2. How much here, students, here? 25 by 2 meter per second. So now you can see very well, this has become the first half of the distance and the second half of the distance. So students, in this situation, if I write here the average speed, where to where? Total from A to C is given by, what is the formula is there? Again we write here 2V1 V2 dash by V1 plus V2 dash. First we have solved from B to C. Now then we have just made here A to B this one, B to C this one here. I hope so you understood very well. First we have solved from B to C. We have simplified this. Then in a second part we have just make this situation. Is it? This situation we have make it. Is it? So now students, what this will become here? We can write here, see, this is 2 and the V1 how much here? 5. V2 dash how much is this? You can see very well, the 25 by 2, and here we can write here 5 plus 25 by 2. Is it? So now we will just simplify here, students. What will become here? See, this 2 and 2 cancel. So 25 into 5, 125. Okay. And 5 plus 25 by 2, if I write here, 10 plus 25 by 2, that means how much coming here? 35 by 2. Is it? That means we can write here, see, 125 into 2 by 35. Is it? Can we cancel by the 5? So see here, 5 7 G 35, 5 7 is 35 here, 5 2 is 10, 5 5 is 15. So what will become here? 25 into 2, 50 by 7. What will be coming here, students? 50 by 7 meter per second. Is it? Can you see very well? 50 by 7 meter per second. We have to compare with x by 7. X by 7. So if we are comparing with x by 7 meter per second, then you know very well what is the value of x will come. Here x, and here how much here? 50. That means, students, you can see very well the value of x is going to be how much here, students? The value of x is going to be here how much here? This value is going to be the 50. Is it? Kindly see very well. So students, this kind of question is important for the JEE 2023 they have asked. Even NEET exam also they have asked, I remember. Okay. So students, I hope so this video you have understood very well. Okay. Keep studying, keep growing.